Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ella. Today we'll be doing your bonus reading. So check this: if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising, I use tropical calculation, Western evolutionary and Kabbalistic astrology, in case if you are confused. There is going to be extended for this as well. Links to the extended is going to be down below. And also don't forget to check out your 2021 prediction. It is available in my membership community. You can join membership as low as $9.99. And then there is also a higher tier which allows you to also ask questions during my lives. I can do even pull tarot cards pulls, oh my god. And there is also tier 3, which gives you a monthly channeled message exclusively from me to you. Now it's very different than private reading, because in private readings, if they are available, you can ask me questions, but in the channeled message, I just channel the message for you, whatever your spirit guides want to tell me. So check it out. I do believe that I'm completely booked for the rest of the year. There is just a few things I might start opening for 21 in January. If I ever offer private readings, the only place to go is my Etsy shop. When something is available there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. Now, before we get started, this video is sponsored by my own astrology course. I currently have 2 astrology courses, level 1 and level 2. Level 1 is for absolute beginners, and I walk you through the very basics of astrology, how to even pull up your chart, where to look for your sun, moon, what does it mean to have a ruler in different houses, what are the houses, all of these things. And I'm also available to answer your questions if you do enroll in my astrology course. So check it out for level 1. Links are going to be down below. There's also level 2 astrology course, which is more intermediate, advanced, where we cover more sophisticated topics such as composite charts, synastry charts. We look at different asteroids, at different fixed stars, at different even planetary timing techniques. All these different things which you will not really see a lot of people on YouTube talk about necessarily so much. A lot of techniques that I've developed even myself in the 10 years of practicing astrology. So check it out. And if you enroll in level 2, it gives you automatic access to level 1. And you're also welcome to ask me questions. We actually will also have 2 webinars in January, one for group with level 1 and second one for group with level 2. And if you enroll in my courses in December, you will get also a free ticket to those webinars, where during live Zoom meetings, you guys can ask me any questions, any of your concerns about your charts, and I'll be answering them. So check it out. Anyway, Scorpios, let's get started with your reading. Let's see, guys, what's going on. I was thinking that I haven't used my Mermaid's Tarot decks for a while, and I was like, you know what, why am I not using this deck anymore? You know, when you have a lot of decks, this is like a problem, right? You just sometimes, you know, I lately been using Rider-Waite a lot, so I've been forgetting about my other decks. Anyway, let's get started with your reading. Venus is still in the sign of Scorpio, still transiting your sun, moon or rising. I don't know how it manifested for you, but I became very indulgent. I was eating a lot during this entire transit. I gained a few pounds. And by the way, I do have this, if you haven't noticed, Scorpio, little, also, what do you call it, jewelry little thing. I've been kind of just very indulgent, really, during this transit. We'll see if the love of your life gets manifested too. And whether it's sun, moon or rising, it's usually the time where you just you feel very feminine during transit like this. You feel very, I don't know, coming back into your power, like there's beauty around you. I've been very blessed to be surrounded by a lot of beauty around me in this past few weeks. Let's see, my dear Scorpios, what's your first card? I haven't done your reading, I feel like, in a while. Let's see. Oh my goodness, Ace of Pentacles. We like Ace of Pentacles here. What would you choose, Ace of Pentacles or Ace of Cups? Lately it's been not so easy for me to answer this. Ace of Pentacles. Well, this is of course your manifestations, your material abundance. Look at this, there's coins. There is light, there is also fish around it, and fish is very interesting because of course fish represents Pisces. Fish can also represent abundance. And also what's interesting, what many people don't know, and if you guys follow my stories, sometimes I post, you know, in my community posts and also in the stories here, I post different little, you know, holy names of God from Kabbalah, or I post sometimes little, you know, portions from the Zohar. And recently I was actually scanning for protection from evil eye, from negativity, because obviously, you know, any of us can really benefit from it, but especially if you're in the public eye and, you know, there's quite a few people who, you know, have jealousy towards you. You need to be also, you know, nothing to scare about. But I find even what seems to be negative energy is another opportunity to strengthen your connection to the light. So I've been reading, scanning, you know, different portions of sacred texts, and I came across a portion actually in the Zohar which talks about a child who talks to basically to the sages about how he is not afraid of evil eye and he is not afraid of negativity because he is a son of a great fish. So fish in a way here represents that you are gonna get some very big abundance and prosperity. And yes, there might be like, you might want to conceal it because there is of course evil eye, people jealous of you. There's all this kind of energy, but there's nothing to be scared of it, because looking at the fish here, it's like there is this fish which is symbolically, you know, its multitude. There is, once again, I might link below that story or in the cards that story, because there is a portion of a sacred text which actually protects your abundance, protects you from any negative energy. Because once again, in that particular passage, this boy talks about how he's a son of a great fish, which is why no evil eye can harm him. And there is, of course, the deep meanings of what this text means, what goes behind that. It's not, you know, just the basic, there are symbolic meanings. But before we get carried away here, I just want to tell you that you are going to be or already are receiving great abundance. Now, this could be an opportunity, you know, like for some of you to buy a house, to start a business, to have investors invest in your idea, some kind of new project, some kind of, you know, like it's different things. What it is, it's abundance. It's something that you've worked hard and you've earned. Maybe before, when you were not acknowledged for your work and you knew it was time, or maybe when, you know, you went through heartbreak and you also been cheated, or, you know, like really hurt by someone and you knew you didn't deserve that. With the Ace of Pentacles here, there's great abundance that's coming, and you don't have to be scared of anyone even putting evil eye on it or whatever, or like other people interfering. Of course, keep it concealed if you can, but me looking at this fish around here talks about that this is protected, your abundance is protected, your greatness, the things you're meant for is protected. No one's gonna take it away from you. You don't even need to even mention that, but I'm just mentioning here because I'm like amazed by this fish that I just saw. Look at this judgment. For a lot of you, there's been realizations about which direction you need to go in. For some of you, I feel like you guys have been in this cocoon, I don't know, in this bubble. So maybe you guys been taking time out, not really doing much, not really talking to many people, really taking the time out. You've been in this place between the old and the new. Like, you know that the old you've outgrown, but you're not sure. So where do I go now? Now that the new chapter is starting. And it's almost like you've been waiting for a sign. Where do I go? I feel like slowly you're gonna start getting out from your bubble. So if you've been lately taking more time to relax, if you've been lately just kind of you know, in this, how you call it, hibernation mode, it's okay, because you were meant to go through this transition period before a lot of action is going to start happening in whichever way it resonates. Because as you can see here, there is this like leader, let's put it this way, is calling everyone, and they're starting to wake up. Of course, in the traditional tarot, this is Archangel Gabriel, who is, you know, blowing his trumpet, awakening people to the judgment day. But in this tarot, it's a mermaid tarot by, I believe, Lisa Robertson is the artist's name. In this tarot, there is this leader who is starting, you know, to call people to go somewhere. So I feel like for a lot of you who have been kind of like in this slumber, asleep, very passive, not really much going on in your life, soon it's gonna change. Soon you're going to get a lot busier. And if, let's say, you've been in between projects, in between relationships, in between chapters of your life, and you kind of been wondering, like, is it? Am I always gonna be like living every tired life, very boring? Is going to change soon. And moreover, this is going to be connected to this golden opportunity that is coming your way. We had 3 Jupiter-Pluto conjunctions in 2020. So a lot of this energy is still going to be carrying over in the future. There could have been a transformation of consciousness, transformation of, you know, transformation of, for Scorpio, of course, Jupiter rules your second and your fifth house, which is money and also creativity, self-expression. So there might have been a huge transformation going on behind the scenes when it comes to these things. Let's see what else. Look at this, Six of Pentacles. So this is different opportunities. This is different, you know, different people I'm seeing also coming your way who are going to be cheering you up. So I feel like this new road that you're taking is going to be a lot less lonely, because you're going to come across like-minded people. So whether it's going to be some associates, whether it's going to be some, you know, just people who cheering up for you, I see that somehow these new opportunities you're starting are connected to others. And I know for a lot of Scorpio, especially Scorpio rising, but also Sun and Moon, Saturn been transiting your third house for already like over 2 years. So when this kind of transit happens, you could really feel like your relationships with associates, with colleagues at work, or any kind of potential partners can be very hard. It's almost like it's very hard to find people who can support you in what you're doing. Definitely was my experience as well. So you might have felt in the past few years like you had to do things you want to do alone, like nobody is there to collaborate with. Now it's going to be changing. I see there is going to be a lot of little different opportunities to connect with like-minded people, to connect with people who are going to share their resources with you. And don't forget, North Node is going to be staying in Scorpio's 8th house, which is connected to resources of other people, whether it's money, whether it's talents, whether it's even network. Let's say, like, you know, a situation when you have a friend, but your friend has a connection, let's say at this, I don't know, place, whichever the place is, has a connection at that job, has a connection, I don't know, for a startup or startuppers in that, you know, incubator, accelerator or something, has a connection. Maybe if you're an artist at some art gallery or something, some kind of shared connections could also become part of this game here. And once again, don't be afraid. I know for a lot of Scorpios, I've been repeating this since I think the summer of 2020, but the thing is, Saturn is still in your third house as all of that's going on. By the end of December, Saturn is going to fully move out of your third house into the fourth. So I think when it comes to working with other people, dealing with associates and dealing with other people's resources, is going to become a lot more easier, because right now it's hard. Right now it's still kind of hard, even though you're being pushed to start sharing resources, start receiving more, maybe from a partner, have a partner help you, have a partner maybe even invest in you, even. It's still kind of hard, because you still don't trust people. You still feel like you got to do what you want to do alone. I think as we are moving, you know, from December into January, for a lot of you guys, there's going to be a shift of energy. For a lot of you guys, you're going to start feeling that you can, like, opportunities to share and merge resources with others are showing up, and you feel like you can trust them more. Let's see what else. We also have here Six of Swords. Wow, another six. Let me take one more. And also the Queen of Cups. I see that for a lot of you, there is a sense of taking a journey, taking a trip, or contemplating taking a trip, but you are not very sure if it's going to be a smooth road or not. I feel like you don't want to do things just by yourself. I keep hearing that. There is also a trip coming, and it's almost like I'm hearing there is something about autopilot, like you set up some things on autopilot, like you no longer have to attend to that so much. It kind of works for you. I'm not sure what it's about, to be honest. Maybe I'll get back to it later. With the Queen of Cups here, I think you're also coming back for feminine energies into your femininity. I see that for a lot of you, a wish you made, we have the star at the bottom, a wish you made, which has to do with love, which has to do with love, which has to do with emotions, is starting coming true. I think that what a lot of Scorpios, but not just Scorpios, I think other signs can relate to that too. What a lot of people don't realize very often, when you're wishing for something, when you're manifesting something, when you're really desiring even something, what tends to happen is that, you know, you desire so much, you're so attached to the outcome, and it's not coming true, right? And you are thinking, oh well, maybe this was just never meant to be. And then what happens? You let go, you detach, you forget about this. You often even don't even want it anymore. And there you see how it actually starts manifesting. Now the secret, also a part of the secret, is to not only detach and forget about it. It's one portion, but another part of it has to do also with when the blessing finally arrives and you start getting clues that, oh my God, something I've been manifesting 3 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago, whatever time ago, is now actually starting showing up in my life. But like now I also need to be ready to receive it. To be ready to receive a blessing is important here, because I do see there is blessing coming your way. What is this blessing about? Oh my God, and the star that I just saw at the bottom came up. It has to do with healing, of course. It has to do with healing your heart. It has to do with, you know, you chasing your dreams again. I feel like for a lot of Scorpios, survival and stability has been a part of the past few years for you. You've been blocked in expressing your voice and yourself in the way that you want. So whatever circumstances this was, a job, an environment, people around you, you yourself sometimes could be standing in your way, believe it or not. And there's been this blockage where you just felt like you couldn't speak your truth. You couldn't be yourself. You felt like you were put in a cage. You felt like you were put in a box. You felt like, I know Scorpio risings, by the way, who were previously like radio hosts, YouTubers, musicians, whatever, third house, you know, ruled activities, writers even. And something happened in the past few years where they couldn't even do these activities anymore. So in a way, I always complain, you know, how hard it was for me with YouTube in the past few years, and unfair, right? But in a way, like I was at least, thanks God, able to do these things and grow through them, as painful it was. I know actually Scorpio risings especially, who were completely, you know, their voice was completely taken away from them, like due to various circumstances. You know, there's no like even one specific theme. And I also feel like for a lot of you, you were very focused on overcoming these obstacles, and you were very focused also on survival. Like, how do I survive through all of these things that taking place? And, you know, I think, especially if you've been working somewhere, people you might have been working, I just keep seeing this, especially like since summer 2020, this very nasty energies with people you work with. Like, it's really toxic environment. And a lot of you guys were focused, I think, on survival, you know, because, you know, some of you, yes, you feel like you have bills to pay. You feel like there is responsibilities, and it's not even making you happy anymore, but you feel like in this cage, there's devil at the bottom. But what I think is beautiful is that now there is almost like this, what was it in Cinderella, fairy grandmother or something, on some kind of fairy aunt that is preparing you to receive what you wished for. Look at these two cards. Look at how this is the same, you know, thingy going on. And I know there's in the book probably explanation. I haven't read it, to be honest, but it just seems that the universe is granting you a wish. The universe is finally giving you that which you wanted for so long. And you, once again, I feel like some of you forgot what it's like to dream. Yes, I feel like some of you forgot what it's like to dream, because you feel like you cannot even allow yourself to dream unless somehow you can see how you can practically make it happen. So some of you have forgotten what it's like to dream, what it's like to imagine things, what it's like to be connecting to your true north. And you know, what's interesting is now also with the Judgment card here, you're being called back on your true path again. Maybe whatever it is you've been doing been great. Maybe you've even done well at the profession or the path that you've been in. But there is a sense of there is something far greater also available to you. Or for some of you, it could be that what you are doing now, you could do it also so much better. You could do it at such higher level that you will go really, really up. And I just feel like, yeah, but because look at this. Look at the star also, I'm just noticing this now. Look at the star and look at this leader at Judgment. They're both blowing this seashell-like thing, you know, which is like an instrument. I know in indigenous cultures, they use some of these instruments, which makes the sound kind of like very similar to even other instruments, like, you know, it's like a call to something. And you're being called, once again, to reconnect to your true north. Reconnect to your true north, reconnect to your true desires, to your true dreams, because only from this point you can, like, only this is, they say only this is matters. I'm not sure how to interpret more. Let's see, what about love, my dear Scorpio? So reconnecting to your true path. What about love for my dear Scorpios? 9, oh my God. And this is also leading you to this 9 of Cups, to the wish fulfillment. You guys have such beautiful reading, wow. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is where it's taking you, to the wish fulfillment. The wish is going to be granted. And I know that a lot of you are like, oh, I don't expect anything good anymore. Like, trust me, I've been in this energy too. But, you know, with the Justice card, and this card been coming up for Scorpios a lot, I think it's at least 2 or 3 other readings I've done for you. The Justice card came up. With the Justice card, this is about something. I'm almost like feeling like some of you know that like universe owes you one, because like in the difficult relationship that you were in the previous one, especially, I do think that, yeah, sure, some of it was meant to be like part of your lessons, but I feel it's almost like you overworked, you overdone yourself or something. It's almost like it was more than what you, it's not like more than you could handle, but it was basically like a lot. And it's almost like you're getting something which was kind of like you didn't get something when you know you've deserved it. So now the universe is kind of like giving you this payback in a good way. And you have the Lovers also at the bottom. So it might be very well connected to a, you know, a love relationship, a new love relationship, a new proposal, a new marriage. King of Swords could be somebody who is an air sign. Very straightforward person, I feel. Queen of Pentacles. You could also have, if you have feminine energy, watching this Earth in your chart, or if you are connecting with other feminine energy, they could have Earth in their chart. And we also have Three of Swords next to the Three of Swords next to the Strength. I feel like the heartache that you've been through, where you felt literally like, you know, we all went through the situations where through certain heartbreaking situation, where through some heartbreak, it's almost like we don't recognize ourselves anymore. You know, here, this is this whale that's been caught, and, you know, that's been heartbroken. You know, Three of Swords energy. I just feel like you are releasing that pain that you've been through, and with the Strength, you're freeing yourself from this net, whatever this is. Again, you might experience a connection soon that's gonna free you from all the pain you've been holding on for so long. Could have been a Leo that broke your heart, maybe even Gemini, Pisces. I feel like there's some energy that's coming your way that's gonna free you from that, and there is new situation that's going to start. We have here Four of Cups. I feel like some of you are wondering whether or not you're ready for that, but I do see that you guys manifesting something. Once again, there is a new situation, there is new love, there is this energy where it's like you don't like they say that you should go at your own speed, so don't rush into things if you are not ready. But it's like there could be even already a connection that's happening, but it's like slow blooming, so take your time. And we also have here ask your angels. So prayer, meditation is also huge in your life right now. Whenever you talk to your angels, whenever you talk to God, whenever you pray and meditate, I see that especially during this time you will be receiving extra support and extra guidance. Anyway, so I'm gonna end this. We're gonna take this to the extended to look more at your financial opportunities and your love situation as well. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpios. Links to the extended is gonna be down below. Once again, don't forget to check out my astrology courses. Everything else is in the description box as well. Follow my TikTok, other social media that's there. Check out my membership. Once again, check out your 2021 prediction. It was amazing. Like, I was so excited for Scorpios. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon. Bye.